What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. Today, we are going to be talking about the save transfer issue that has been around since the game's release regarding Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, if you're familiar with the channel, you've been here for a while, you would know right after Animal Crossing came out, I made a video testing whether or not I would be able to cloud save transfer my Animal Crossing file from my Nintendo Switch over to my Nintendo Switch Lite, which is sitting right here next to me in its case. But I tested both the cloud save functionality and then the direct data transfer functionality, where you delete the save file from one Switch and move it over to the other, much like the Pokemon transfer that I did a video on when that game came out. And we came to find that it is true that you are unable to actually transfer your save file from one Nintendo Switch device to the other, as well as you are only allowed to have one island per Nintendo Switch console, which I also tested in the video where I logged into another profile on my Nintendo Switch and that person was going to come live on my island. And this has been really frustrating for a lot of fans. Many fans think this is kind of a cash grab. They're trying to sell more consoles because you can only have one save per console. I know personally in my house here, I live with my girlfriend. We bought another Nintendo Switch because she wanted to play Animal Crossing. She didn't want to play it on my Switch Lite. She wanted to have her own Switch for the TV, which I get. She plays Fortnite and other stuff. So we ended up buying another Nintendo Switch console mainly because she wanted to play Animal Crossing. And like, I understand that side of the argument. And then there's other people saying that it's just ridiculous. You know, why is Nintendo doing this? What is coming? So they confirmed it when all of this uproar began, that there is going to be some form of transfer functionality. And I know this is important to a lot of people, me especially. Well, me as well, because of the fact that at this point people have put hundreds of hours into Animal Crossing. I myself have put over 105 hours into the game between making videos and just playing it in my spare time. And it would be very devastating if we were to all of a sudden just kind of lose all that progress if something crazy happened, like our Switch broke or it was stolen or things of that nature. So we were all hoping that some form of cloud save backup would come. And I have this article here that I found interesting on Animal Crossing World while I was just kind of on looking to see if we were perhaps getting our new June bug list here so I could make those videos. And I'm going to bring us over here and we're just going to take a look at some of the stuff because it is kind of interesting because there's a couple different ways they're going about being able to transfer saves in the future, which hopefully that update will come soon. Okay, so here we are on Animal Crossing World. As always, this will be in the description below, so you can check that out if that is something that you want to do in your own time. So, obviously, like we all know, like we just talked about, unfortunately, it's not currently possible to transfer Animal Crossing New Horizons saves. That is because, for whatever reason, the way that the save works on the Nintendo Switch device is that one island is generated per Nintendo Switch device, which I think is very odd. I'm not entirely sure why it is the way that it is, and that is what has been causing the problems in regards to transferring the save over, because more than one Nintendo Switch profile is accessing that island. So then people would think, oh, you could just use the SD card. You know, you could put it on an SD card, move the SD card to another Nintendo Switch device, and the save file would be there. That is not a workaround. But there is good news. Nintendo has promised that there would be an update to Animal Crossing New Horizons released later this year. So apparently this is coming in 2020. We have not heard any news of it. There has been a lot of updates to Animal Crossing, and I will admit they've been very good about updating problems with the game. Like, for example, Bunny Day, the eggs were spawning at an unreal rate, and they nerfed the egg spawn. So there's hope that this is coming this year, but there has been no word. They've been dead quiet about this feature for some time. So then we scroll down here and there's a full announcement regarding the future save data transfers in the Nintendo UK website. So it says this game does not currently support the ability to transfer your save file from one Nintendo Switch to another. However, a function specific to Animal Crossing New Horizons to move users and save data to another console is planned for later this year. Again, talking about the 2020 year. And I'm wondering if, because it is specific to the Nintendo Switch Animal Crossing New Horizons, if we're going to actually have to use some other sort of platform aside from the cloud save feature that is built into the Nintendo Switch Online service to actually be able to transfer our save files. And I'd imagine that they may try to incorporate it in some fashion with the Nintendo Switch Online app on your phone. so that way you'd be able to download your save there or back up your save there and then be able to transfer it to another Switch should the event or the unlikely scenario happen where someone steals your Nintendo Switch or your Nintendo Switch randomly malfunctions and you have to get a brand new one. So it says, so right now we're trying to give users two types of functions. The first thing is when the users lose or break their Switch, like I've mentioned, they will then be able to back up the saved data that was saved on the server. So they're trying to make servers specifically for the Nintendo Switch Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is very odd, which is why it leads me to believe maybe there's going to be some sort of alternate app that like saves and backs up the data so that way you can then access that app, much like Pokemon Home. It's like backing up your Pokemon. You put them on a different platform and then you can send them to other games in case you lose the game, stuff like that. Your save file is corrupted. Those Pokemon are then stored and backed up on Pokemon Home. And then the second one is when the user buys a new Nintendo Switch, then we will transfer that account for them. Again, they mentioned that account, which leads me to believe that it will be on account on a saved server. This makes me think, again, this is going to be like an Animal Crossing Home situation where we get a separate app, maybe it's incorporated with the Switch Online service or it is not, who knows. But there's going to be some form of alternate app or service that allows us to back up these profiles. That is my theory, and that is what I'm sticking to moving forward. I really believe that is going to be the case here. For the data transfer on the new Nintendo Switches, there are two ways. The first one is to transfer the entire island data onto a new Switch because of the fact that the island data is saved to one console. It's per console. The second method is to extract one of the players that are living on the island and extract the player's save data onto the new Switch hardware. And then this is just based on a question that I'm assuming someone asked here. It says, in your case, since you have two Switches, it's basically considered you have two separate islands and two separate save data on each Switch that you own. So that is, I'm assuming, the answer to a question that someone asked regarding the save file feature. But this is basically what they're doing. They're trying to find a way to transfer either a single character. So if you're someone who is playing on that island and you don't want to lose your progress and you want to just move it to another Nintendo Switch, say two people were sharing it and you wanted to move your character to another Switch when you finally end up getting a new Switch, that is a feature that they're trying to incorporate, and then just moving an entire island over. And I'm assuming that would work similarly to the Pokemon save data transfer. So those are all of the things that Nintendo is planning for this year. Like I said before, we don't have any concrete release date for this aside from they're saying it is coming later in 2020. So hopefully we will get some more news on this because this is a rather frustrating feature. I know I bought my Nintendo Switch Lite. I'll get it out for you guys. Bring it back over here. I bought my Nintendo Switch Lite because I'm a college student and I commute to school. So I didn't want to take my big Switch with me to school with the chance of me breaking it or losing it or something crazy like that, and then not being able to record videos and do stuff like that. But now I find myself taking my normal Switch out and about instead of my Switch Lite because of the fact I can't move my Animal Crossing file over here like I can with my Pokemon Sword and Shield save file, and it's really frustrating. So hopefully we'll get some news on when this is coming, what is going on regarding the transfer stuff, because I know a lot of people, I got a lot of feedback on that last video that people were just upset over this. They thought it was horrible. There was Metacritic bombing, review bombing on Animal Crossing New Horizons because people were just not happy with this feature. So hopefully Nintendo will get back to us soon and inform us on what's coming regarding the save transfer feature in Animal Crossing New Horizons. But that is all I have for you guys today. As always, I will cover any future updates regarding Animal Crossing itself or any save transfer kind of stuff in the future. If you want to know how to save transfer other games, I have plenty of videos over that. I have the Pokemon one. I have a totally separate one that is just in general how to transfer stuff. So if you're interested in that, I will link them. Actually, it'll be a card. It'll be in one of these corners. I don't remember which corner, but it'll be in one of those corners. So check that out if that's something that interests you. But like I said, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video to be entertaining and helpful, be sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Be sure to share the video with your friends. Let's grow this community here on the channel. Speaking of community, we have a community Discord. Be sure to check that out in the description below. People are over there playing Animal Crossing, playing Pokemon, doing a whole bunch of Nintendo related stuff over there. So check that out if that is something that interests you. I do stream over on Twitch, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, non-Nintendo stuff like Smite, Dead by Daylight, all that stuff. Check that out on the stream. I do have a second channel for any non-Nintendo related content. It's just kind of like funny moments videos that I have with my friends. Those are on a separate channel. Check that out if that interests you. All my other social medias should be on screen at this point. So if you're interested in keeping up with me, this channel, the second channel, anything like that, be sure to check me out there as well. But like I said, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.